But my water journey began when I was a kid. And it started off watching TV and watching the Jacques Cousteau's of my day, and all the different, the Discovery Channel and Nat Geo, and even the magazines, and going to the library and looking up books. And the only books that were available were these picture books, like these beautiful photography books, like collections. And that was where it really started. I'm like, I need, like, a kid from Scarborough, like Toronto, being like, I'm surrounded by pavement, and I have the Toronto Zoo, which is the closest thing to me to animals, but I want the ocean. I need to be by the ocean. And I think the first time I touched the ocean when I was 9 years old in Florida. We went to Florida for a family trip, and since then I've been absolutely in love, just exploring, trying to be in the water as much as possible, and then becoming a scientist and a marine biologist to do that. And then eventually, over time, evolving into a science communicator to be like, look, we need to talk about the ocean. And if I don't start talking about it and explaining what's happening to the people around me and the people on this platform that I've built, is going to be a waste of time for me. And I need to start doing that. And so it became like my way to not only stay connected to the ocean and what was happening, but also to educate and make people aware of what was happening in the ocean. And that's sort of where, we came in. And I'm going to just start off a little bit in terms of like how the Undertow really came to be, because we all have very different backgrounds, like professional backgrounds. We all grew up in Ontario, and we all have that connection, right? And the Canadian connection and so forth. But we converged, but from very different backgrounds, which I think is a benefit to what the Undertow is becoming and has become.